As a final section before we start looking at programming in PHP, I'm going to take you through something which is really important with the theory side of the course, and something that's quite misunderstood at times. At the moment we are passing variables, as you've seen, using the URL at the top in the address bar. Now, thing is with this is if I come in, I can actually change these values. Fred Smith, and that would be fine. I've just sent the data Fred and Smith. I didn't need to fill in a form or press the button submit. The problem is that our variables are actually exposed. People can see them. So they know I've got a first name, they know I've got a last name, and they know what the variables are, and they can change them. Sometimes you can actually make use of this to quickly see different results on your web page. But if we were programming in a database, which we will be doing, then this method isn't very secure. It lends itself to something called SQL injection. So for example, instead of saying Smith as a last name, I could give that some sort of SQL code, and that might have a major effect on my database. So I don't always want to send my information via the URL so that it can be seen. Now, we have two methods. Okay, one is called get and one is called post. They both send information to a page. So how do I work this out? In the form, I need to set another parameter and tell it what method I want to use, and the parameter is called method. And if I set get, which is actually the default one, so if I don't include a method, it is get. Okay, so if I now write method equals get, save that file, let's go back to our main fields, reload the page. If you don't reload the page, you've still got the previous version in the cache. So I've reloaded the page, now I've got the one with the method in, and if I type in here, let's say Eric Idle, I'm a big Python fan, there you go, and click submit. There we go, we've got our handler, the file that we sent it to, first name is Eric, I must have put a plus in there somewhere, and last name equals Idle. I probably had a space or something in the name. If I want to change that and not see the data appear on the address bar, what I'm going to do is change the method. So instead of it being get, I'm going to change it to post. Now, the difference with this is that instead of sending the data on the address bar, it's going to send it in the content of the body. It's far more secure, less likely to be interfered with or any SQL injection happening. So I'm going to save that and reload my page so I get the post version. If I get this wrong, if anything appears on the address bar, then I will need to reload the page. So let's choose a new name. I don't know, Mike Jones, and click on submit. There we go. This time we're in the index.php page, the handler.php page, as you can see. But on my address bar, all I've got is what page it sent it to. I do not have any parameters or question mark or any variables appearing after it. However, the variables have been sent to the page, and it's not very easy to see those variables, hence they're a little safer. So that is the post method. So let's quickly go over what I've done. If we leave this off altogether, if we don't specify a method, then we get the get method, which puts all of the data in the URL, which can be handy. We need that from time to time. If I specify it explicitly as get, it does the same thing as not using it at all. But if I change this parameter or method to post, it sends the information in the body of the document rather than through the URL. We can't see that data, we can't amend it, we can't change it, we don't know what variables have been used. It is much more secure. This is used mainly if we're going to update databases, put data into a database. We certainly don't want people injecting our SQL with some strange commands which might end up deleting all the tables in your database. So we're now going to look at PHP in itself and how to capture these variables that we've sent and do something with them.